Okay, it looks like the RS200 with James Rimmer is already on the course. We're live here for the Ridge Motorsports Park. They're going to be doing some opening pace laps, and we weren't quite expecting it yet. Should see them shortly. It's a 2-mile course on the ridge line here. See if we can hear them coming. We'll see if we can get a speed test on them here too. We've got the radar gun, but we're a little bit below the ridge line, so we're not sure if we're going to get that speed or not. Oh, we hear something coming. Here it comes. And he stalled it. Well, unfortunately from my position, I was not able to get a speed on him. But John Buffum should be coming here shortly. He's in the Audi Quattro. Oh, I love that short chassis. He went past Flying Fish. He's doing hot laps. That's awesome. Well, I got him only at 54 miles an hour because he's already under braking, so just not quite
Don't do the radar.
enough room to do the speeds.
All right, name the location where we are.
All right, so again, we are at the Ridge Motorsports Park. We are at near the end here at the corkscrew of this 2-mile super special stage. After we get single zero to come through the course, which hasn't come through yet, we'll have then David Higgins, who's now leading the rally by, I believe it was 54.9 seconds over Travis Pastrana. And Pastrana will come next, followed by George Plasek, who unfortunately ran into some issues with a turbo pipe and ended up dropping down the order a bit earlier today. And then Barry McKenna in the Fiesta, S2000 Plus, I guess you'd call it, will be coming after him. So that'll be kind of who we're starting with. And I was informed it's called the S2000 Turbo. Okay. But that car has been really quick out there. They're definitely going to have to reseed where they start tomorrow because he actually caught Plasek on stage. I believe it was on the Highland stage that he ended up catching him and passing him. So, a little sketchy.
Describe the corner.
So yeah, the corner that we're at here, this is the beginning of what is called the corkscrew. As you can imagine, with this super steep downhill twisting section, the cars definitely get upset a little bit as they're coming through here. It's a really sharp hairpin. It's in though. But yeah, the corkscrew here at the Ridge, it's one of the signature features for this road course. It's got a number of twists and turns throughout it, but this corkscrew is what really defines it. It just drops down. Gosh, what is it, about 4 stories? Something like that. It's a good long ways down. We're still just waiting for the course car to go through before we can get the actual rally drivers coming through. You'll definitely be able to tell when the zero car is on course. It's got a siren on it that is pretty distinctive. So let's see here. While we're waiting here, let me go back through and look at what I've got results that are posted. If you want to look at these yourself, you can go to the event standings on the ARA Rally app. Like I said, David Higgins is leading the open four-wheel drive class, followed by Travis Pastrana. It's a lead of 54.9 seconds, with Barry McKenna and Leon Jordan in third place. They're 2 minutes and 33.6 seconds back behind Higgins. And there we have some of our officials making a little run through the course because they can. I think they just wanted to drive it. For safety checks, of course, right. And here comes 00. So what they're working on down there is those at the stop control, they have a timing clock, and it needs to be synced with the timing that's used for the rally time, and it was off from what they're looking at. So the course card, the 00 there, has the official rally time. They just plug in a cord and it syncs up that time. So back to standings. Let's take a look at open two-wheel drive class. This is going to be a really heated battle. Ryan Millen, Rihanna Gelsomino, they're leading by, just over a second. Actually less than a second from Derek Nelson and Jason Grahn. So that's going to be a really close one. Dave Wallingford is another minute behind them, him and Leanne Junilla. So definitely a close battle in the top two for open two-wheel drive class. Restricted open four-wheel drive. Of course, we heard that if you listen to our previous stream, Jeff Seahorn and Karen Jankowski, they unfortunately had to DNF. They had a mechanical problem on transit between stages 4 and stages 5. So they unfortunately are done. That puts George Plasek and Alex Kiriani leading restricted open, Travis Neese and Chris Eskukas leading the restricted open four-wheel drive. George Plasek and Alex Kiriani are in second in that class. Plasek was doing really well, but unfortunately he had a turbo pipe that came loose, and that ended up causing the first run basically at being in just road mode. So a little bit of an issue there. And then third place so far in the restricted open four-wheel drive is, I think it's Travis Torchia, and I can't see who the co-driver is here, so they've shortened all the names. Oh, it's Tony Torchia, sorry, and Chantel Troutman. So they're the ones that are in third in that class. Waiting a little bit longer for the single zero car to go through. We've had the 000, the 00, Then we have the single zero before we have the actual race cars come through. And there's our single zero car. So we're doing one last check of the timing, and with car zero, as it's cleared the course, then the stage will be hot.
Reread the current running order, top 5.
All right, so top 5 overall, we have David Higgins and Craig Drew, followed by Travis Pastrana and Robbie Durant. They're 54.9 seconds back. Third is Barry McKenna and Leon Jordan. They're 2 minutes and 33.6 seconds behind David Higgins. Fourth is Brian Semenek, I think it was. I'm sorry, no, it was Brandon Semenek. I keep messing that up for some reason. And John Hall, they're in the cross track. They're 7 minutes and 16.5 seconds behind Higgins. And then fifth place overall is David Nickel and Alex Gelsamino, and they are 7 minutes 41.8 seconds back. So the two cross tracks are within about 30 seconds of each other. So that could turn into something interesting later. So we should hear some anti-lag here shortly. We hear the anti-lag. Higgins is on course. Now again, it's about 2 miles this this track, so it's going to take them a little bit to get here. So Travis Pastrana has also started now. They're doing 1 minute intervals, it looks like. Right on 1 minute. Here he comes. That's just wicked. Hopefully it looks as good on the live stream as it does to us here. Here he comes. Right, next up we have George Plasek and Alex Kiriani that'll be coming up. Full tripoding on that one. That was great. So next up should be Barry McKenna and Leon Jordan. And boy, we can hear him coming. That Fiesta S2000 Turbo is pretty wicked sounding. I don't know if you guys saw what I just saw, but that car was full three-wheeled. That was crazy. Wow. So next up is Car 180, Brandon Semenek and John Hall. They'll be in the Subaru Crosstrek, one of the Rocket Rally built cars. Here I'm coming. Next up should be David Nickel with Alex Gelsomino in the other Subaru Crosstrek. You'll note that the exhaust sounds very different between these two. It's got the same pops and bangs, but what's that? So we should have Derek Nelson, Jason Braun, and the BRZ up next. Rear wheel drive, that should give a good drift through here if he's aggressive with it. There it is. Chuck, everything looks like it's fine on our end. If you want to check your connection, we're looking like we've got strong signal here, and everybody else is showing that it's a good stream. So next up should be Ryan Millen and Rhiannon Gelsomino. Again, there's just a second, actually less than a second between these two. Between them and Derek Nelson. Actually, the lead could change just with this super special, come to think of it. Here they come. So next up should be car 61, Tino Fortunato and Chris Kremer. Here coming. Leave it to Tino to give us a little show. That was great. Well, Travis Deese and Chris Skoukas should be coming up next. And they're leading restricted open right now. If it seems like the times are more than a minute between them, part of that's because as you go down the list, the slower speed factor tends to amount to more than a minute between the gap between cars. I believe car 792, the normally aspirated open four-wheel drive class of Alejandro Peresina and Andre Bautista should be coming up next. We'll see if they win another regional. imagine Alejandro saying, "I don't need no stinking turbo." He's quick. Fortunately, I'm hearing the car starts at the time that they're kind of going by, so I might miss who it is that's up next. So if it's correct still, 621, Andy Miller and Sean Tracy should be next. And again, the normally aspirated open four-wheel drive class. Let's see who this is. Nope. Two-wheel drive. That was, of course, Team O'Neill driver Dave Wallingford with Leanne Junilla as his co-driver. Currently sitting third in the open two-wheel drive class. So they're definitely a little bit out of the order from what I had earlier on from my earlier list, but things have changed out on the stages, obviously, from earlier in the day. That was Dave Clark in the Merkur XR4 Ti. He's in the regional open four-wheel drive class. Oh, correction. Open two-wheel drive class. Uh-oh. Looks like we have the car stopped on course already. 223, the Volvo that we love seeing sideways so much. We were so hoping to see that here at the hairpin. And they apparently are pulled out, and they're setting triangles up so people go around them. That's unfortunate. Bummer. Damn it. Yeah, sounds like they're okay. They just lost power. Ugh. That's why we're having a little bit longer break here. Is this Kevin Cardos? Yep. Kevin was giving his wife a little bit of a joyride, I think, in that one. That was great. Next up should be the VW Golf of Josh Van Alfeld and Tim Wright. If not, it'll be Blake Lind and Trisha Lind. I'm not sure which order they're going to go in on these two. Ah, it's Lind. The other husband and wife team that's out there in the normally aspirated open four-wheel drive class. Well, if things are going okay right through here for this, not going to be Von Alfeld, we might see the historic start to come through with the Ford Cortina driven by John Hill with Billy Irvin in the co-driver's seat. And it sounds like it. That's just cool. We love the historics. We have almost enough of them that we could have their own class. It's great stuff. Next up then should be Garth Ankeny and Russ Crushar in the Saab 9.6. 1969 Saab 9.6. This is the kind of car that way back in the 60s won Rally Monte Carlo. The same kind of car. Not that actual car. That would be cool, but no. But look at how hard he drives an old 1969 Saab. It's great. Here he comes. If it's him. Nope. That was Ken Stanig and Martin Burnley in their WRX. They're in the open four-wheel drive class for both regional and national. That's definitely skips way down the list there. I'm not sure if we've lost a lot of cars, or I hope we didn't lose a Saab though. I was hearing that was our 20th car. That's Chris Kaler and Charlie Olson, number 208. They're in the Subaru Legacy. That's in the normally aspirated open four-wheel drive class. Again, regionals. They have quite the group of regionals for this rally. Well, there we go. Historic achievement complete. So next up should be car number 344, Kevin Morrison and Michael Milos. They're in the normal aspirated open four-wheel drive. And the normally aspirated, those are their regional class, kind of the starter class for those that want to get into four-wheel drive. You can't do turbos yet until you've done at least some in the normally aspirated. So that was Tony Torchia and Chantel Troutman that just finished. Like I said, I think I said before, the next one coming through should be, and I lost it here, Kevin Morrison and Michael Milos. A little bit of a break here, it seems.
Finish start. Car 620 started.
Well, that was the daughter-mother team of Kristen and Janice Tabor. Kristen taking a little easy, I see. Doesn't want to give her mom a heart attack.
Copy 231 finished.
For those of you that might be wondering about where the other BRZ, Stephen Red, and the nameless Dick Hanna Subaru BRZ went, they were stopped on stage 5 and couldn't get going again. Oh, more historics coming through. Here we go. That's Greg Healy and Phil Barnes in the 280Z. Obviously, they are car number 280. Oh, sounds like car 233, or 23, yeah, 233. So the Volvo of Derek Knight and Robert Culbertson, the number 223, they got going again. They fixed whatever was going on, and maybe we'll see them do a full drift through the corner like we were hoping. It just wasn't happening for him, was it? Darn it.
Finish start. Car 357 started. Is that 223? Copy 223 finished.
So that's car number 49, Corey Salisbury and Phil Myers. They're in an open class 4-wheel drive in the regionals. Something with a lot of noise coming. Probably another normally aspirated open four-wheel drive regional. Okay, that was just brilliant. They obviously had some fun with that one.
Copy, 621 finished.
Looking at my list, if it's kind of going according to order, we probably have somewhere between 5 and 8 cars left.
Finish start. Car 685 started.
So that was car number 357, Adam Miller and Brandon Ellis. And they almost missed where the stop control is. Oops.
Copy, 357 finished.
So that's car 307, Peter Crab and Spencer Crab. We saw them in service, the first service. They came back early because apparently they lost brakes. They did a patch-up job and got 3 of the 4 brakes working. So they busted a brake line.
Copy, 307 finished.
And just a reminder, the way the regionals work, each day is a different event. So this is the final stage for the first regional rally, which tomorrow is a different one.
Finish start.
I think that was car 685, Kyle Schmidt and Danae Murphy, I think is who that was. And up, they're taking the wrong turn. They'd be happy to know that they took a line similar to David Higgins. They're rolling along the curb there.
Finish start. Car 238.
That's car number 200, Jason Mume and Christopher Ellinger. See if we can look up what some of those regional results are, which is very convenient on the ARA Rally app. You just select the ARA Reg 1 for Regional 1, and there you go. You get the regional standings. So that was car 673, Kevin Walsh and Scott Anderson. They normally would have been much higher up the starting order, so they ended up starting quite a bit later than I would have thought. And it looks like actually they have stage 6 official timings, it's looking like, official event standings showing on the app. So let's look at, and it is Alejandro Peresina ends up, looks like, winning the normally aspirated open four-wheel drive class. Oh. Got a couple more left. Matt Minchevsky. He's in the open two-wheel drive class in that Subaru Legacy that he keeps just beating to death and it won't die. Still have results kind of rolling in. So second in normally aspirated open four-wheel drive looks like Blake Lind and Trisha Lind, the husband-wife team. And then in third place in normally aspirated open four-wheel drive will be, looks like, Kevin Cardos and Ashley Cardos. So both of the husband-wife teams end up on a podium for the regional. That's pretty darn cool. Car 442, which is Adam Cohorn and Michael Epstein. And if this runs like it did earlier, then we have three left, and there are production two-wheel drive class cars. So we have 3 production two-wheel drive class cars that are entered in here, and they're entered in just the regional. Next car, I believe, is car 222 with Bruce Tabor and Tim Maple. Unfortunately, one of the Tabors, Mark Tabor, he blew his engine on stage 5, stage 3, the first run of Wildcat Pass, and wasn't able to finish. And there's Bruce. So the green light's on the course. That means we've only got 1 or 2 more cars left. 325 I heard was maybe the next one coming. That's going to be Rebecca Ruston and Shannon Gitas. They're in a BMW 325. So Rebecca is actually the... Oh, hold on. Oh, we got the Chevy Sprint coming through first. Number 923. So that's Jason Webster and Brandon Harrer in the Chevy Sprint Turbo. So then the last of the production two-wheel drives will be Rebecca Ruston and Shannon Gitas. Rebecca, she is actually the chairman of the Oregon Trail Rally. So for once, she gets to get away from doing all the organizing and managing of a rally and gets to actually drive in one.
Copy. 923 finish.
Yeah, she had told us that her goal is just to have some fun. She just needed to do something to relax after all the stress of organizing a rally. So there you go. Well, that is the last of our competitors for the Ridge Super Special. We'll here go through again the top leaders for the rally. Let me pull those up again. Sorry about that. So overall, we have David Higgins and Craig Drew leading the rally. With Travis Pastrana, Kevin and Robbie Durant 54 seconds back. Barry McKenna and Leon Jordan in third place in open four-wheel drive. Skipping to the next class in the restricted open four-wheel drive, we have Travis Neeson's Chris Eskukas, followed by George Plasek and Alex Kiriani, which with I believe it was Tony Torchia. Is that what it was? I'm sorry, it just shows an initial here. Yeah, Tony Torchia and Chantel Troutman in third place in restricted open four-wheel drive so far. In open two-wheel drive, we have leading is Derek Nelson and Jason Braun. So they have now passed Ryan Millen and Rihanna Gelsomino. So they're leading by a few seconds. It's 11 minutes, or I'm getting this all messed up. They're 11 minutes, 18.2 seconds behind David Higgins, with the other one 11 minutes, 27.3 seconds. So doing a little bit of math, they're about just a little over 10 seconds apart. And then in third place is Dave Wallingford and Leanne Janilla in two-wheel drive open. And that's it for the classes. I believe that technically the production four-wheel drive of Agostino Fortunato, he ended up, I think, a DNF for National. And just one more reminder, you can download the ARA app and you'll get all the times there. That's what we're using. It's a good way to see what's going on with all the scoring, and you got the live tracking. And we'll be back on the air tomorrow. We've got another stage we're going to be live from, Newatzel, near the spectator area. Should be a good place for us to watch. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I think first car out for that stage is somewhere around 10 a.m. Well, that's it for us. We're signing off. Thanks for watching, everybody.